Hi everybody, and welcome to another week of KCA Grammar, week 11. You guys are doing great so far, and I'm so proud of you. So let's get started on today, okay? So for this lesson, we're going to be doing a little bit of review from last week's lesson about compound sentences and just about simple sentences, because it's very important that you guys are able to distinguish simple sentences from compound sentences. So the definition of a simple sentence says, a simple sentence is a clause. A simple sentence is a sentence that contains only one independent clause. For example, she was bored. She was bored is only one independent clause. And if you guys don't remember, an independent clause is a clause that has both a subject, a verb, and can stand alone. It makes complete sense by itself. So she was bored is an independent clause, and it's a simple sentence because it's just one independent clause. A compound sentence consists of two independent clauses joined together by a comma and a coordinating conjunction. And I'm sure you guys remember your fanboys coordinating conjunctions. So, for example, she was bored, for it was raining outside. She was bored is an independent clause, as we've established. It was raining outside is an independent clause. It makes complete sense, and it has a subject and a verb. And we know this is a compound sentence because it is joined together by a comma and a coordinating conjunction. And our coordinating conjunction here is the word for. So our first sentence says, Kat and Anna wanted ice cream. So we know that Kat is a subject noun. Anna is a subject noun. Kat and Anna what? They wanted what? Ice cream. In here we have a conjunction. This is a declarative sentence. Now, is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Well, does it have two independent clauses joined by a comma and a coordinating conjunction? No. This does have two subjects, Kat and Anna. So it's a sentence with a compound subject, but it is not a compound sentence because it does not have two independent clauses. This is one independent clause. This has two subjects, but one verb. It's not two completely different independent thoughts. It is one thought. So this is not a compound sentence. It is a simple sentence. So we're just going to diagram this as a simple sentence then. And you guys already know how to do this. It's just your rocket, Kat, Anna, and then our conjunction here, and wanted is our verb, and ice cream is our direct object. So we see why this is not a compound sentence. It's because, yes, it has two subjects, Kat and Anna, but it's not two independent clauses joined together by a comma and a coordinating conjunction. So our second sentence says, Kat and Anna wanted ice cream, so they needed the car. So our subject is going to be Kat and Anna, just as before. Wanted, ice cream, verb transitive, and a direct object. And Anna is going to be our conjunction. So here we have a second half of the sentence. They needed the car. They is going to be our subject pronoun. Needed, car, article adjective, and here we have a conjunction. So this is a declarative sentence. Is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Well, does it have two independent clauses joined by a comma and a coordinating conjunction? This is an independent clause. It can stand alone. Kat and Anna wanted ice cream. They needed the car. These are both independent clauses, and it has both a comma and a coordinating conjunction. So yes, this is a compound sentence. So we're going to diagram this one very similarly Cat and Anna is our compound subject. Wanted. What did they want? Ice cream is our direct object. And our second independent clause says, so they needed the car. Our subject here is a subject pronoun. They. Our verb is needed. Needed what? Car is our direct object, and the modifies car. So we're going to connect again, like we do for our compound sentences, through the verb, and our coordinating conjunction sits on the platform. So this, if you need some reminders, is how you diagram a compound sentence. You diagram the two independent clauses individually, and you join them or coordinate them with this coordinating conjunction in the middle on the platform. Okay, our third sentence says, the dog was barking at the squirrel and chasing it. So our subject here is going to be dog. He's the one performing the action. Dog was barking. That's a verb intransitive and helping verb. At the squirrel. At is going to be our preposition. At the squirrel is our prepositional phrase. So squirrel is our object of the preposition, and the is an article adjective. Again, the over here is going to be an article adjective. And then here, chasing is going to be a verb transitive. Chasing what? It. It's our direct object. And is going to be a conjunction. So this is a declarative sentence. Is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? The dog was barking at the squirrel and chasing it. You might think this is a compound sentence. However, chasing it, that's not an independent clause. The dog was barking at the squirrel is an independent clause. And yes, there's a conjunction here. But chasing it is not an independent clause. That can't stand alone as its own sentence. So we know that this is not a compound sentence. It is just a simple sentence with a compound verb, barking and chasing. So then we're going to diagram this like we diagram our compound verbs. Dog, was barking, and chasing it. And our conjunction goes here. Barking at the squirrel. Running out of room here. The dog was barking at the squirrel and chasing it. And this is a simple sentence. So our fourth sentence says, the dog was barking at the squirrel and he was chasing it. This sounds rather familiar, doesn't it? So our subject here for this clause is dog. Dog was what? Dog was barking. So it's going to be basically the same here. We know the is an article adjective. And at the squirrel is a prepositional phrase. And the second half of the sentence says, and he was chasing it. So, and is going to be a conjunction. He what? He was chasing it. We know he is performing the action. That's a subject pronoun. Was chasing it. Chasing is going to be a verb transitive, transferring the action to it, which is our direct object. And was is our little helping verb here, helping us out. This sentence is a declarative sentence. Now, is this a simple sentence or a compound sentence? Well, a compound sentence has two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction and a comma. Here's one independent clause. The dog was barking at the squirrel. This, he was chasing it, is another independent clause, and it's joined by a coordinating conjunction and a comma. So this sentence is different from the last sentence because the last sentence simply said, and was chasing it. And that still makes sense. The dog was barking at the squirrel and was chasing it. But it's a simple sentence. It's not a compound sentence because was chasing it cannot stand alone as an independent clause as the phrase he was chasing it. That can stand alone as an independent clause. So we know then that this is two independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction and a comma, and that makes it a compound sentence. So we're going to diagram. Dog was barking the modifies dog, and here's our prepositional phrase. At is a preposition indicating location, and squirrel is the object of the preposition. The modifies squirrel, and here's our second independent clause. He is our subject pronoun doing the action. Was chasing it. Our helping verb, helping out the sentence to make sure it makes sense. He was chasing what? It, our direct object. So here we're going to connect our verb phrases with our sweet coordinating conjunction, who sits on a platform, place of honor. The dog was barking at the squirrel and he was chasing it. So there you go. That's another compound sentence. You guys are doing great. So this sentence says, Jenny and I kicked the ball. So our subject here is going to be Jenny, subject noun, performing the action, and I is a subject pronoun, also performing the action here. Jenny and I what? Jenny and I kicked. Did you kick something? Yes, we are transferring the action to ball, our direct object. The is an article adjective, and here and is going to be a conjunction. So we can tell by the exclamation point that this is an exclamatory sentence. Now, is this sentence simple or is it compound? Jenny and I kicked the ball. Look for two independent clauses. Are there two independent clauses? No. This is one independent clause. That's only one complete thought that can stand alone. Jenny and I kicked the ball. So this is a simple sentence. And yes, again, it has two subjects. Jenny, subject noun, and I, subject pronoun. And it's joined by a conjunction, and. And here's the verb here, performing the action. Kicked. Kicked what? Where are we transferring the action? Ball. And the word the modifies ball. Jenny and I kicked the ball. So there you go, guys. That's going to be all for the lesson today. And I hope you learned a lot. And just keep practicing being able to distinguish the difference between a simple sentence and a compound sentence. And you know, if you're ever confused reading a sentence, you can kind of think of a checklist in your head for a compound sentence. Does it have two independent clauses? Does it have a coordinating conjunction, a fanboys? And does it have a comma? And if it has these things, then it's probably going to be a compound sentence. So thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.